Hey guys, so to start Unit 8, I wanted to briefly talk about what we finished in Unit 7, which was exponential functions and laws of exponents, and kind of how that's going to differ from what we do in this unit for polynomials. So remember, the operations we saw in exponential functions and the laws of exponents were dividing, multiplying, and then carrying things to another exponent. And so we can go ahead and begin and looking at the first types of questions that we'll see. Clearly the operations here are adding and subtracting. So all we need to do here is combine like terms. You've got to be very careful about what your like terms are. That's the same variable and the same exponent. And all you're doing is adding or subtracting the coefficients up front. So keep the signs with it. So we're going to start looking at the first one. We have 6xy squared. I'm looking for another xy squared. I see another one here is a negative 2xy squared. And this is an x squared y. Sorry, that's Beasley. But I do have a positive 4xy squared. Notice that this positive 7x squared y is different. So I can only combine things that have the same. So there's a 6, a negative 2, and a 4. 6 minus 2 is 4, and then plus another 4 is 8. Keep the variables and the exponents the same. That was all my green. So then I can look and I have this positive 7x squared y attached to the end. Order doesn't matter. This term could have come before this one. It doesn't matter either way. This is my final answer. I have different variables and exponents. That's all I could do to combine like terms. So let's move on to the next one. I have a A3, B3, looking for another A3, B3, which I don't see. So honestly, you can go ahead and drop this in your final answer. 3A3, B3. And I crossed it off because I know I've taken care of it. Moving on, I have an A squared, B3, looking for another A squared, B3, which I have down here. So we can combine that if you want to go ahead. Negative 4 plus 11, or 11 take away 4. We've got 7, positive 7, A squared, B3. And then finally, you can see that we have an A3, B2, which is different than all of these. So again, that can just tackle them to the end. Doesn't matter the order here. 6A3, B2. The most important thing is that you are only combining things that have exactly the same variables and exponents. All right, number 3, I have a negative x squared y, looking for another x squared y, positive 9, and then another negative 11. And then clearly this is the only one of its kind. The squared's not on the x, it's on the y here, so it's a little bit different. So let's leave 14xy squared here. And then 9 minus 8 is 1, and 1 take away 11 is negative 10x squared y. Boom, final answer. Last one. You're looking, and we've got negative 12. I'm looking at a squared, b5. I need another a squared, b5. Here's another one. Nope, not those. 16, I have a b5. This is a 5b, so that's different. Oh, we do not want that to be the same. So we're going to go ahead and make that a different color because that is different. Like terms that I can combine are this negative 12 and the negative 12 is negative 24. A squared, b5. And then done with both of those. It doesn't matter which one you put next, the green or the pink. But I have positive 16, AB5, and then positive 11, A5B. Again, here we're just adding, subtracting, combining like terms. And the next thing we're going to get ready to move into is adding polynomials, kind of based on the concept that we just were working on.